recently had the opportunity to work with Brooks with the Dispatch magazine on taking some pictures for the magazine with an idea that we can do some training to hopefully help others that have flyer layouts take pictures. The windows in my station are missing. And that's really the point of this video today, is putting in cellophane windows. Now, when I got this station from Steve, it included all of the cellophane windows. And so I went ahead and I started to put them in, and look how terrible they're curled. I used all kinds of bracing material and glued it in, but even so, you know, it doesn't fit quite right, and it's twisted and warped. It's just old, you know, it's old plastic, and unfortunately that happens over time. So what do you do about that? Well, here's what I'm doing. So you can do a little bit of Googling online or research, and some of the Facebook flyer pages have a ton of files that you can download. And to be honest with you, I can't recall for sure if I got this from a Facebook page or if I just went to AmericanFlyerExpress.com and downloaded this from them. But here you can see the windows that I'm going to need for this particular station. And they have a few of these templates. They don't have everything, but they have a few of these. And so then I have some cellophane material that I'd picked up because of the Guilford station project that I did. And basically then you just print onto the plastic what you saw on the paper below. Got some static holding that together. But let me just take a look over here at the Guilford project, since it happens to be next to me. This was all redone. So this is a clear cellophane. Now this one was actually a sticky backed cellophane, but the same idea. And then the other thing that I did were the exit signs. Actually did a whole page of these exit signs, I think. Somewhere I've got a whole bunch of them. So it was also the Guilford, because I just couldn't find them anywhere. So if you're going to make, you know, 2, why not make 22? So anyhow, and this exit sign as well, I was completely boogered up. You can see I've got everything cut out fairly squarely. There's a couple things that aren't perfect, but I think it'll be okay. And here is the first window that I've put in. That's a little hard to see, but once the station light is on, I think that'll show up nicely. Now, obviously, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but what I chose to do, you can kind of still see, is I used a little bit of thick super glue, and I put a little dab there, one on each side, basically, all the way around. Now, the challenge is, and anyone that's done this knows how terribly frustrating this is, when you're using a glue like super glue, it kind of melts the plastic. So you basically have one chance to get this right, because once you start sliding that plastic around, like if you get it crooked when you put it in and it's too far off, as you slide the plastic around, you may get a smear across the middle of the window of super glue, and now it's basically ruined. So anyhow, just food for thought. Ideally, it'd be best to put the little drops, you know, actually on the metal. That's kind of hard with all this stuff in the way, so probably what I should have done is taken the frame off of the base, put the windows on, and then put the frame back on. But in my world, hindsight seems to be the only sight I get most times, and here yet again is a prime example of how that would have been so smart to do. But I didn't do it because I didn't think about it. The other thing that I'm struggling with is, you know, I've got things set here for this picture, and the fewer things I move, the fewer things I have to try to make sure I get back into the right alignment. And to be honest with you, that's got me a little more nervous than normally I would be, because I just, tear things apart and get it done. But because I'm trying to recreate exactly the scene that was taken the first time, I just, I'm making life harder on myself than it should be, I suppose. But so it goes. So there you have it. A little bit more on putting the cellophane windows back in station. So in all fairness, I thought I would mention a little bit more about how I was able to get all of these windows reattached without making myself crazy and ruining them all. And I decided to use these forceps, and I would hold it like I am here. This is one of the old ones. Put my little dabs of glue around it, and then I would lower it down in. Again, if you did like I did and started without taking the frame off, or separating the shell from the base plate, then this is a great way to do it. It went super quick, and seems to be a good way of doing it because I don't have smudges and smears all over the glass.